Welcome back to another day of Christmas on the farm. Today we are going to be working some more on the chicken coop, as well as measuring some lights. So we got some new lights, pendant lights?
Pendant lights for the island, yeah.
Because the other ones were like...
We'll show you guys them.
Yeah.
They're massive. There's an airplane. We always have like old school airplanes flying over, which is pretty cool to look. Okay, so this is what we're figuring out. You'll have to move because they can't even see it because of your shirt. There you go. Is our pendant lights. We're trying to figure out the height. So maybe if I like stand back here. I feel like that might be too high.
Too high?
With how small they are, they should be lower.
Yeah.
Like their problem. Well, that might be too low. So I think this is the height we're gonna have to go with. Ryan really doesn't want to hit his head on them because we had island lights before. And that drove him nuts. Ideally, it should be a little bit lower, but for my 6-foot tall husband, we will keep them higher, honey. It doesn't look fun. It looks a little odd on camera, but in person, I don't think it looks weird at all. So we gotta measure it. We probably don't have a marker.
That's like 33.
All right, stand over here a little so you can see better. Okay, so the one on the right is what came in our lighting package. Like I talked about, the kits for our builder, you just chose a kit and it had everything like the island lights, the dining room light, like all those were just part of the kit. You got what you got in the kit that you chose. These were the ones that were in there. On the kit, they look a lot smaller. They didn't look too bad. They are huge. I mean, I feel like it's not even really showing. Like here's my hand on it. Like this thing is gigantic.
I mean, this could probably fit inside.
And it's just not our style. I'm sure it's some people's style, but like you can look around, like even the style of like this and like that, and it just doesn't go. And all of the other ones also don't have tinted glass, where this one's like a tinted gray. So we got these.
I mean, the fact that you then had 3 of these enormous things hanging. You know,
it would be a lot.
Apart from each other.
Yeah, it would be a lot.
Is like that becomes like a focal point of the room.
I could see 2. Like if you were to like this style, 2 of them on either side of this island. Now this is an almost 10-foot island.
Yeah.
2 would have been fine if it was our style, but it's not. So we got these. They're much more lower profile, and I really didn't want the island lights to pull attention because this wall is the focal wall. So I didn't want island lights that were like a centerpiece that you want to look at. Yeah, I'm just glad because I really didn't want to like walk into the house and then see this big, beautiful wall that, you know, we put a lot of time and money into with everything, and then like it be taken away from the island lights that were just a bit in your face. So yeah, we just decided to forego those, and we got these, and these were really inexpensive. They were 25 each, right? 25 each. Yeah, so it wasn't bad at all. We're gonna mount this door.
43 3/4. This height is 3.5. So 43 3/4 minus 3.5 gives you 40 1/4. Divided by 2, 20 1/8 gives you the bottom or the top from either end.
I was gonna spray paint these, and we can't find our black spray paint, so they're gold.
They're golden screws?
Golden screws.
They were expensive.
Pure gold, you know. Only the best for our chickens, right, Rev?
I mean, as part of Buckingham Palace.
One would expect some gold.
Yep.
So maybe it's suited. Maybe we need a gold light fixture too. Don't tempt me. Make it a palace. That is a good looking man through that door.
Look at that.
Okay, Ryan, you wanna come see my handiwork? I did it. Okay, you gotta do the whole experience.
Okay.
Okay.
So I come in here, I unlock it, I open it. Oh man, this is so smooth, okay? Then we step in.
Step
Are
in.
you gonna step in?
Yeah, the way, Bear.
Okay, let's go. And I come through and look at that. Very nice.
We ended up just putting this one into here. We had the intention of having it flush, wasn't thinking of the fact that it wasn't flush. So we just filled the hole. I did it.
Yes, you did it. Nice job.
And all you were gonna let me do was the handle. Yeah, so Ryan was over here and he was like, so I'm gonna put these locks on and then I'll let you do the handle. And I was like, what are you gonna do while you're doing the handle? And he's like, well, I'm gonna work on the loft and like put the wood in. And I was like, so why can't I do the locks? And he just kind of looked at me funny. He's like, I guess you can. So apparently he only had faith in me to do a handle originally.
Sorry. So one nifty trick that I learned from my buddy Joel when he was here in the summer was using the speed square as a guideline when doing cuts with a circular saw. I don't know why, never thought about doing that before, but it works great and it makes things super quick and easy instead of having to like go real slow and steady and trying to keep it perfectly on the line, because it's typically what I do and it's not very fast and I still mess up. So speed square is where it's at. Makes everything so much easier. It's like a puzzle, trying to fit it in. It's like a puzzle.
It's like a puzzle for him to fit it in.
And voila. Well, I did not think that one through. I did not have to go all the way 3.5 inches in. I only needed to go 1 inch in, but okay, that works. Here's what I did wrong. There are these 2 studs that I had to account for in the notching, but I didn't think about the fact that I only needed to go 1 inch or so, not the full 3.5 inches of the stud. So I've got a little bit more of a notch out there on both sides than I needed, but that's okay. And then back here, I notched out for that to slide all the way against the wall. I thought about trying to get it so it would fit perfectly and slide back in there as well, but I figured that's too much work. We'll just throw a board over there so that stuff can't fall back there. Also, what I'm going to do is I'll throw a little 2x4 here to give it a little bit of support on this side and close that gap. So then I'll do the same up here.
And get that sticker off it.
I mean, sure, if you want to. Okay, so then I need to take some measurements for this board as well. Tape measure for you. Okay, so there we go. We got the loft in. Got these boards on the bottom. And I did put some 2x4s here so these can rest on this side. All of the screws that I need to actually screw these down are back at the barn. So not doing that right now. And see this beautiful handiwork. Cut out those notches up there, back there.
Actually a decent size. Like I feel like it looked like it would be smaller when we were just like visualizing it.
Yeah.
Than actually ended up being.
Yeah, we'll be able to put a decent amount of stuff up there. All of this is going to be storage for like miscellaneous chicken stuff that we have, like extra feeders or waterers or what have you. We'll all just get kind of stocked up here. But this section, I'd say came out pretty nice. Works pretty well. We did put a light right here so that we can have some additional light here at the desk. None of the electrical's been run yet, but we do have a box. We put this box in, and we are going to have to run.
The original?
We're gonna
how
what?
Electricity originally ran here.
Oh yeah. So when we got the shed, there was this little plug here that you could tie to an extension cord, and there is one outlet, one switch, and one light bulb up there for that switch. So we're gonna tie into this switch to basically have a light here, and then I think we're gonna put another light up here somewhere, maybe. We bought this sub panel that we're gonna bring power in from the house, bring it into here. We'll have, I think, like two breakers, just enough power to run all the switches for incubators, heaters, all that good stuff, and then lights. Wow, sweetheart. What are you doing?
It's hard up there. It's not going in. I'm not even hitting.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty specific about where you go.
Well, I hit every one when I did the door.
Yeah.
Beginner's luck with that. All right, Ryan just cut the desk. He's got all these little notches, and now's the moment of truth, as he said.
Did I get them right? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in. Yeah, I might have to
Cut off that.
that notch.
This also comes across much taller than I thought it was gonna be in here.
Yeah.
I thought it would feel a little more claustrophobic.
We were initially thinking of like doing a vertical.
Oh yeah.
So that saved us some space.
We're only doing.
And also,
We're gonna.
we set these on top of this instead of trying to go straight in.
And they're
Yeah.
gonna go under
A
this.
couple of things there made a difference.
There you go. Bounce around today.
This thing has come in so handy.
So I'm thinking, and people can comment and say, thinking we'll do a video of our like most used tools on the farm.
Yeah.
Like things that if you're gonna buy a farm, tools that you should account for that you're gonna need to buy, because there was a lot that we bought after we moved to it. We didn't
There's a ton
think
of
about.
it. We ended up getting, yeah. Oh, so close.
Hallelujah.
We got it in. So now we just need to screw it down. So as it currently stands, one of the things we didn't think about is the fact that this side of the hardware cloth is where it was cut, so it's real rough. And this is the side that we're gonna be constantly interacting with. And so to avoid getting cuts or scrapes or anything on this, what I'm doing is I'm taking all of these tips and, if I can get it, bending it in. And then once it's bent in, it essentially acts as a nail that I can just, oh come on, that's a terrible example. That one didn't want to go in. But you can see down here, it's nice and flush. Nothing hard to get cut on. No possibility for injuries for either us or the chickens.
Or the children's what my concern was.
Yeah. So really, maybe I should focus on down there instead of up here. Obviously, this is very time-consuming and monotonous work,
And
but
you could just come through
it's
here
for the
and
children.
cut off the tips. The tin snips that we use, like the blade is too thick to get it right against. You can get it pretty close, but you can't get it all the way. So
Yeah.
we could use an angle grinder. It's a big tool to take out for a little job. Thor went tromping through the creek several times today, and he is so dirty.